Hey everyone, this is your girl Queen of Pentacles 1111, and I am back again with a quick pick a card reading from Spirit to let you know just what's helping you and what is hindering you throughout this journey of yours in this thing we call life. If you're interested, please keep watching. Peace, family. While I shuffle the cards for our reading, here's a little disclaimer from the Queen of Pentacles 1111 herself. And that disclaimer goes out to all you negative Nellies out there who love to spread hate and who love to spread confusion down in the comment section. Now's your time to make your exit. Because I don't play that. I am too loyal and I am too protective of my group of like-minded souls who choose to tune in with me on this day. I am very appreciative of them, and I consider this our safe haven. So from the Queen of Pentacles 1111 to you, don't waste your time. But for my real ones, you know who you are out there, and you know I've got your back. So come through, come vibe with me, and let's lift this veil together. I'll see you on the other side. For those of you who are new to Tarot Pick a Card readings, here are a few pointers for you when choosing your piles. It's best to close your eyes, try and clear your mind, take a deep breath, open your eyes, and let your intuition be your guide. Choose whatever pile resonates with you, and the timestamps will be in the description box below. We'll see you for your reading. Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. For those of you who chose pile number 1, you chose this beautiful amethyst right here. Can you see that? I hope so. All right, so amethyst, this is a beautiful stone. You can use it for so many things. It's a wonderful, gentle, protective stone. It helps you with inner peace. It helps you to kind of stabilize yourself and calm yourself when you're feeling kind of like torn, maybe a little bit, your life is getting a little bit hectic. This is a good stone to hold on to keep. I usually keep it under my pillow, or you can keep it in your pocket. I also have a little pouch that I keep that my children wear with their stones in it as well. It is also a good stone. Actually, it's funny because the actual meaning of amethyst means not intoxicated. So in other words, you're more calm, you're stable, you're grounded, I guess you could say. And it also is good for getting in touch with your psychic abilities as well. If those of you out there who chose number 1 are interested in kind of getting more in tune with your abilities to kind of communicate with the other realms, this is a good stone to keep on your person. Let's see if your reading coincides with the amethyst. All right, so this reading is about what is helping you and what is hurting you in your life right now. I've chosen to do it this way because I feel like so often in this life we're trying to push forward and achieve so many things, but there could be something that's blocking us from getting to the next level. And if we ourselves don't realize it because we're so close into the whole situation, like we're actually living situation, if we don't realize that this is the thing that's hindering us, we'll keep making the same mistakes over and over again, and we'll never get to that level that we want to in life. Okay, so this card here is going to tell us what's hurting us, and then we have the rest of the tarot here that will tell us what we can do to help our situation, or what it is about us that will help us to overcome this situation. Make sense? I hope so. Okay, let's get into the reading. The first card that's hurting you or hindering you from achieving what you want in life is the 8 of Swords. Can you see that? How fitting. This card here, it's depicted differently in this deck, but in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, you have a woman who's bound, and she's also blindfolded, and she has a bunch of swords around her. And in this card, we have the same thing. The woman is blindfolded and her hands are tied. She is bound, but we have a bunch of crows around us. Now, what the message is that's being conveyed here is that you have the ability to achieve whatever you want. It's just that your mind is holding you back. As you can see in this one, you have the girl here who's looking at herself in a mirror. She is not actually bound and blindfolded, sorry, in real life. It is in this mirror, or maybe in her mental capacity, in her mind, that she's feeling this way. So you could be feeling bound or helpless, hopeless in any kind of situation that's giving you mental unrest, like in your home life, at a job, in a relationship, and just mentally overall. Like maybe you're unhappy with the way you look physically, or maybe you're just unhappy with some habits that you have that you are not letting go of, or you have no way to let go of. That's what you feel like anyway, and it's holding you back from becoming the person that you want to be in life. The main thing I get, something that stands out in this card though, is the crows. Can you see the crows? Okay, so crows usually signify bad luck and those types of dark type of things, right? But they can also signify or symbolize trickery. And I think this is really important, because here we see the woman who is looking at herself in the mirror, and she has nothing to bind her, nothing is binding her, but when she's looking in the mirror, she is being bound by these actual crows. So what this card is trying to say to you is that your mind is playing tricks on you. Whatever feelings of hopelessness you may have in your situation, no matter how dire they may seem, there is a way to get out of it. You have options, you have choices, and you are not actually bound. If you're living in a home and you're not happy where you're living, you do have options to actually move out of that home, or get out of that relationship, or feel better about yourself. Whatever is giving you mental anguish, it's your mind that is playing tricks on you. And once you are able to free yourself from that heavy burden, you will be able to achieve greatness in life, or achieve or obtain the success that you need in life, whatever that may look like to you. Even if, let's say, you're having issues with your body image, and you feel like you need to lose weight or gain weight, and you feel like maybe people are not attracted to you for that reason, that is your mind playing tricks on you. But if you want to get to a point where you feel better about yourself, you need to teach yourself to love yourself more. So it's like, it's a huge mental game, because you're being tricked into thinking certain things about your life and where you are in your life, and you yourself can free yourself from that situation. It's all in the mental. You have to look at things differently, maybe get a different perspective on life. Wow. Okay, I think a lot of us suffer from this type of Eight of Swords energy, where we feel like something is hopeless or more dire than it really is, and then because of that we get stuck and we bind our own selves to a situation, instead of looking at things from a different perspective, or being more optimistic about the way we view our lives and the way we view ourselves. And it just keeps us in like this cycle of not being able to escape this kind of rut that we sometimes often place our own selves in unknowingly. Well, this here, knowingly or unknowingly, this here is your message that you need to free yourself, and you are the one who can do it. It's your mind. You can do it. You can free yourself from this situation, but it's all up here. It's all upstairs. Okay, so let me pull the other tarot. So now we did what's hindering you in your life, what's hurting you from achieving whatever it is you want in your life. Now we're going to look at the other tarot cards that will tell you how to help your situation, or what it is about you that will be able to help you get out of this situation. All right, so the first one we have here is the Knight of Cups. Can you see that? Okay, the Knight of Cups. Second one we have here is like the Sun. Hello. You can't get a better card in the tarot deck than the Sun. We also have this one, which is the Fool. And on the Fool card it says, I'm guided and protected on my life journey. Wow. And then we also have this last one here, which is the Ten of Wands. It says, I love and care for myself first. All right, so we're going to start with the Ten of Wands because this is just sticking out to me. So the Ten of Wands is trying to tell you to offload that heavy burden that you're carrying around. If you have feelings of like you're the reason that you're in the situation you're in and you're blaming yourself and you're having more of a pessimistic kind of mentality or a lack mentality where you feel like you are not enough or you don't have enough, this card is telling you to offload that heavy burden. Free yourself up, and then you'll be able to look around you with a clearer vision to see just the blessings that are around you and how capable you are. If we look here in this at the Sun card, oh my goodness, the Sun card's telling us that whatever you decide to do in your life, you will be successful at. We see the little baby who's on the horse here. He is living his best life. He's naked, he's free. We have sunflowers. We have everything that looks hopeful and positive and encouraging in this one card, the Sun card. Right? The sun is bright. The sun doesn't have any shadows with anything hidden. There's nothing dark and gloomy and, you know, scary or intimidating. It is a bright and free card that tells you that this is what your life can be if you just kind of offload any heaviness that is plaguing your mind. And once it plagues, like, we know how this goes, right? When something, no matter what it is, gets in your mind and it's plaguing your mind, then it affects everything else in your life. So what I get from the Knight of Cups and the Fool is, listen, you do what you, it's underneath it says, I'm guided and protected on my life journey. You got to do what you got to do for yourself. Okay? It says my journey here, your journey. You are on this journey. This is your journey to learn and achieve whatever it is you have to learn and achieve. You cannot let others or ideas that others have put in your head interfere with your purpose in life. And from what I see here in the Knight of Cups, we have you as a very creative person, a passionate person, someone who often wears their heart on their sleeve. I mean, these are wonderful qualities that you have in yourself. And you also seem like once you know, get rid of whatever is plaguing you mentally or messing with your mind, then you have this Fool card here that's telling you, listen, whatever you want to achieve, go and achieve it. And I will do that. You have the ability to do that. That is your makeup. If you want to achieve something, you will go out there and you will achieve it. But first, you got to just get rid of this mindset here that is holding you back. It is tricking you into believing that the situation you're in is a hopeless one. Your situation is not hopeless. As you can see from the cards, you have a bright, bright future. You have a bright disposition. You are somebody who is able to accomplish whatever it is you want in life with a carefree way of not worrying about this, that, and the other. And you also wear your heart on your sleeve. You're a creative person. You're someone who has so much to offer to this world and offer to other people, but it's all being hidden and stifled by your mentality, whatever tricks your mind is playing on you. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying this is your fault. I'm saying that I'm just trying to wake you up to the fact that whatever's bothering you is in your mind, and it's not anything that you cannot overcome. Yes, it will take hard work. It will take, you know, going within, taking time out to yourself, maybe stopping and looking at the situation you're in to kind of get a proper grasp of what's going on in your life, to see who's planting these negative seeds in your head, to see what situation you can take away from your life to get that negativity out and pursue the sun. Let me get into the oracle cards here because I feel like I need a little bit of help here to encourage you to see that you are capable of so much. You just need to get out of your own head a little bit and take a proper look at yourself and see how amazing you are. All right. So we have this one here. This oracle card says, cleansing your body and spirit. All right. So they're talking about a cleanse. A cleanse in this picture here, in this card, is this woman here who's taking a spiritual bath. She's in a bath, she's cleansing herself, which is a very good idea, might I add, because number one, it is just very relaxing. And number two, you can put a lot of these types of crystals in your bath to kind of awaken you to different aspects of yourself, to kind of free yourself. That's why we cleanse, right? That's why we detox. That's why we cleanse. We want to free ourselves up of any toxicity, any, you know, toxic people, toxic issues, toxic thoughts, toxic behaviors. So taking a bath, when you get into a bath or a shower, you can, you know, imagine that you are kind of letting all of your fears, your inhibitions, your negative thoughts about yourself kind of wash away and go down the drain to cleanse yourself. And you can do this over and over again. Sometimes what you can do in this is when you go into a bath or a shower, treat it like a mini spa day. It doesn't have to take much time, but you can, you know, diffuse essential oils, or you can use a soap, buy a soap that you like, that's your favorite soap that you alone will use. You know, I know as a mom, sometimes you don't always have things that are for you and for you alone, but you can go and purchase a little something that you know that you will use for yourself when you're having your bath or you're having your shower, and it will kind of just put you in that space where you can be more relaxed and let your mind kind of ease itself. Then you can actually, you know, get more in touch with yourself. All right, we have this card here that says, I choose love no matter what. I'm starting to get the feeling here that what this message is about, what this whole reading is about, is love of self. I think that's what's giving you this mental anguish here, is that the love of self is not there. And once the love of self is not there, then you will stay in any kind of situation that is not helping you. You can stay in a relationship that you're not getting anything from. You can think thoughts that you're not benefiting from. So basically you can hold on to things that no longer serve you when you don't have first that love of self. And just from certain cards alone, like the oracle cards and you know, this Eight of Swords, like, is so powerful for me. I see this woman, and we know women, how we can get pretty hard on ourselves. I see her looking in the mirror and she's got all these ideas about herself, but in reality we're looking at her. She's sitting there thinking these things about her, but we are the spectators and we are watching her, and we see there's nothing that's binding you. There's nothing that's blindfolding you. These are tricks that are being played on you, maybe by your own mind. Some situations may have planted those seeds, yes. Some people may have planted those seeds, absolutely. But it's up to you to say, no, that's not true. And to love yourself enough to kind of push those thoughts away and push forward. We have this card here that says new beginning. New beginning, yes, that is what you need to do. You need to take those spiritual baths. You need to cleanse, meditate, get these crystals, meditate with them, sit alone with yourselves even for 5 minutes a day, and decide that you are going to take your life back. This is a new beginning. This card is telling you to start over and start fresh. And what do we see in this picture here? A little sun. And what do we see in the distance, like going away, leaving, are these same little birds. The little crows are fleeing because they know now that you will love yourself enough that they can no longer trick you. And crows, these crows, can represent anything or anyone. A lot of the time when you decide that you are going to love you and love you first, a lot of people, a lot of situations kind of just dissipate because they know that they can no longer, you know, fool you into believing these things about yourself. We have also here Earth School, life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. So what I get from this is that you just need to get more in touch with yourself, study, even if you read self-help books, if you meditate, find different ways to get in touch with how you can love yourself. That sounds crazy, right? But a lot of us need to be taught that. We can, like this card here shows that like you wear your heart on your sleeve, you can be very romantic, but this is giving love to other people. What you need to learn to free yourself and offload those heavy burdens that are weighing on your mind, you need to love yourself first. Yes, loving someone else is wonderful, but you can't love anybody 100% if you can't even love yourself. And from what I see here, you're being told that loving yourself is everything. Like these cards so far, it's always one person in the card. Always one person in the card. And the only card that has two people in it is the Eight of Swords, but the woman is looking at herself. So it still is her. And I'm just getting that self-love is what you need to work on. That's who you need to get in touch with, yourself. Oh my God, look at this card. This card says, take a break, a life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. All right. Get off the treadmill. I like the sounds of that. Okay, so take a break. You need to take a break. You need to quiet your mind. You need to get in touch with yourself. What do you like about yourself? What do you want to achieve in your life? You need to look at what you are good at. Okay, actually sit and look at yourself. Don't listen to what other people have to say. Don't even look at past negative experiences that may have discouraged you from showing who you really are. Look at what you are good at. What have you always liked? What are your passions? You know, it's hard. It sounds simple, like getting to know yourself again. It sounds a little silly, but it is very hard when you have the media, you have people, and then you have your own thoughts coming at you. It's very hard to know who you are when you have the everyday struggles, going to work, all that kind of stuff. It is not easy. So you need to take a break. It says a life's work, not a season. Loving yourself is something you need to do your whole life. It's not something you just do now so that you can better yourself now. It's for your whole life. You will always be there for you throughout your whole life. Nobody is going to love you the way you do. No one is going to know you the way you do. No one's going to have your back the way you do. So you need to start loving yourself now. This card says, I remember it always. Fear wins or freedom wins. And I choose freedom. I mean, like, if I'm all about empowerment on this channel, and that card alone shows you that you need to free yourself from these thoughts right away. And it's something you can do. You see these two cards, like, it's just telling you that, please, whatever is in your mind, like, I totally feel the energy here. It's urgent that you need to free yourself. Take some time out. Free yourself from all the noise, all the chatter, all the negativity that is surrounding you. And you need to kind of just decide that today is the first day that you're going to love yourself the way you deserve to be loved. And it doesn't have to be huge steps. It can just be little baby steps at a time. And eventually it will come second nature. But you have to start somewhere. Like this card says, new beginnings, right? We want to start over. We want to start fresh. Give yourself a chance and be nice to yourself. I find like in life, a lot of the time we're nicer to other people than we are to our own selves. We'll encourage someone and compliment them 100%. When it comes to ourselves, we'll down talk ourselves or say, oh, I'm not that great, or I'm not that talented, when really you are. It's not being cocky, it's being confident. We're talking about self-preservation here, okay? We have this card here that says, the moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. There you go. The moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. So this card is telling you that when you begin to love yourself, everything else will become clear. The pathway will just like be lit, like the sun is showing us here. The sun will just shine down on you and let you know what path you have to take in life. If you are uncertain about how to get out of a negative physical situation that you're in, start by loving yourself. And once you do that, then will come, you know, your feelings of self-worth. When you feel like you're worth it, then you're going to want better for yourself. Once you start wanting that now, the universe is just going to provide, and it's going to give you these opportunities and blessings on a silver platter. All right, we have these two cards left. We have this one that says seasonal harvest. So you reap what you sow, right? You reap what you sow. So this is trying to tell you, plant those seeds of love, plant those seeds of positivity within yourself. You need to be the soil. Be the soil. Plant the seeds, because you know what? No one else is going to do it for you. Like I said, no one's going to love you as hard as you're going to love you. No one's going to go as hard for you as you go for you. So you don't let other people, like the love that you have, the relationship that you have with yourself is a very private one. It's a very personal one. It's a unique one. And it's not something that you should let other people or situations come in between. And if your mind is being tricked into thinking negative things about yourself, you are not going to be able to see clearly and see your self-worth and see how powerful you really are to be able to achieve everything you want to achieve in life, right? And the last card here says, oh, beautiful. This card says here, rejuvenation. The number is 23. The stone that will resonate with you at this time is green tourmaline, as well as the amethyst. All right, so sorry guys, my battery just died. Okay, and the last card we have here is the card that says rejuvenation. The stone that resonates with you at this time is green tourmaline. The number is 23. Maybe that's a lucky number for some of you. Maybe you were born on the 23rd. And we have a word here, and the word says plant. Like I said, planting seeds and sowing seeds of love, positivity, and mercy, being gracious with yourself, not being so hard on yourself. Take your time. Like it says here, take a break. We have cleansing the body and the spirit. Look at the bath. It's a cleansing spiritual bath to kind of clear you of those negative thoughts that are hindering you. We want to send those little crows and those little tricksters away. We want to chase them. And the only way we're going to be able to chase those negative thoughts is through self-love. That is the message that I've got for you, group one. It is a very special one, and it's near and dear to my heart because, I mean, we all have feelings sometimes that we're not enough. And this message here from the spirit world, from your guides, from your ancestors, the universe, whoever you resonate with, is reminding you that you deserve love, and you deserve love first and foremost from yourself. So that was it. I hope I wasn't too long-winded. I hope something I said today resonated with you. And I wish you all the best. Until next time, bye. Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in. This reading is for those of you who chose pile number 2. And you chose this stone here, which is the black tourmaline. This is probably my favorite crystal we got here because it is a crystal that deals with protection against psychic attack. It's a grounding, beautiful stone. If you feel a little off, a little unsafe, you feel like you got some negative people around you, use one of these stones. I'm telling you, baby, it will chase them away. And it's just beautiful to look at. Like, it looks like it can absorb all types of negative energies around you. And it also absorbs EMF radiation as well from like internet and those types of things, if I'm correct. Anyway, so today the topic that we're going to be digging into is a message from spirit that talks about what is helping you in your life and what is hindering you from achieving success, whatever success looks like to you. Group number one was pretty heavy, but let's see how it goes with group number 2. So I'm going to start with the tarot. So we're going to start with this one card here first. This is the card that's first going to tell you what you need to work on, what is hurting you in your life, what is preventing you from being the best you that you can be. And the card that we have here is, oh wow, we have the 8 of Cups. All right, the 8 of Cups. What can we say about the 8 of Cups? The 8 of Cups is usually it's more of an emotional situation where you feel like maybe you're not being fulfilled, your cup is not being filled, and that can happen in a myriad of different ways or for different reasons. It could be because maybe you're in a relationship and you feel like you're not being valued. It could be that you're at work and you feel like you're not being valued. It could feel like, it could be in a situation where you feel like there's nothing else that you can, nothing more that you can receive from this situation that you're in. It's no longer serving you. I know that term gets thrown around all the time. Yes, you should rid yourself from things that no longer serve you, and you feel like you are in a situation where it's not working anymore. Something is just not helping you elevate to that next step in your life. It's like something is blocking you and you don't quite know what, so you gotta kind of make tracks. Okay, so that's what I could see right now. Something is not serving you right now, and you feel like you want to cut. You feel like you need to leave. You need to separate yourself from that situation. And the good thing about this card, though, honestly, we see in this deck, we see off into the distance there, we see the sun. So the positive thing about that is that, because we always want to look at things with the glass half full, right? The positive thing about that is that there is the sun in the future. And if we go back to the tarot deck, the original tarot deck, or actually every tarot deck, the sun is like the most positive and encouraging card that you can get in the whole deck. So the sun is off in the distance. So the situation that you're feeling unhappy with and just not satisfied with is not something that will stay forever. It is something that will benefit you. If you get rid of, you will be in a better place. Okay, but let's just figure out how we can get rid of it. So we have here, wow. Okay, sorry. We have here the Ace of Wands. We also have here the Ace of Pentacles. We also have the Emperor. It says, I make empowered choices. And we also have the Devil card, and it says, I am free of whatever is holding me back. All right, so let's start with the Devil card first and foremost. So like I said here, there's something that is just not sitting well with you. For some reason, I'm getting the feeling like it's a relationship. I don't feel like it's work related. I'm not hearing that. I'm not hearing that it's something about yourself. I mean, for group 1, we dealt with issues of self-love. This, I think, is a relationship. And I think that there's something in the relationship that's just not sitting well with you. And you are questioning whether or not it's worth you staying in this relationship, or if it's something that you just kind of need to, you know what I mean, nix. So, what we have here, okay, so when we talk about the Devil card, we talk about something that is binding you, but we also see that, yes, you are being bound to a negative situation, negative feelings, negative habits, negative people, but you're bound by those things, but whatever is binding you is not something that you cannot free yourself of. It's not that type of situation where it looks hopeless and it looks like you can't do anything about it. So sorry about your luck, but that's what you're stuck with. No, this is a situation where you yourself have the choice to either stay in that negativity, in that muck, or you can free yourself into and bring yourself into a more positive space. We have here as well, we have the Emperor. And the Emperor under here says, I make empowered choices. So another part of this reading, I have so many things coming through that I'm trying to like put everything in order here, but it's just coming so fast. So making empowered choices as to what will better you in your relationship. Let's deal with relationships, because I'm 100% sure that it's for relationships for the most of you. So what will empower you in your relationship is your ability to make empowered choices. How do you do that? You could even do things like weighing the pros and cons. You know, are you getting more out of this relationship than you're not getting? Are you giving more than you're receiving? Are you bringing, 90% of yourself to the table and he's only bringing 10% of himself? He or she's only bringing 10% of themselves to the table. Like, it's just something that's not sitting well with you. You need to make an empowered choice. I'm talking about a logical choice. This is the time where, from what I'm getting, you need to kind of take the heart and shut it down. Shut the heart down. Don't listen to that heart, because sometimes it can trick you, and you need to make an empowered choice. When we look at the Emperor, we look at logic. We look at more masculine energy, which is very logical and precise. And this is not the time for the, the loving, soft, caring, fluid energy that maybe you've been expressing and pushing out there in your relationship thus far, and it hasn't been getting you where you want to be in the relationship. Now is the time, though. You know something is up. You know something is not sitting well with you. Now is the time to shut the heart down for a sec and listen to the mind. All right. Also, what I'm getting here from the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles, if you can see on these two cards, I guess. I don't know if you can see it. All right. On these two cards, we have a wand and we have a pentacle that is being handed and presented to you by a hand. That hand is representing the universe. That hand is representing the spiritual realm. That hand is representing your spirit guides, your ancestors, those who are on the other side, who love you, who you resonate with, and who want to help you make empowered choices. From what I see here, they will put whatever situation they can in front of you to help you make those choices. So if you're not sure about this, you're not sure about that, every day you'll notice there'll be little synchronicities, little things that will start popping up, you know, in front of you, that will help you understand that, okay, I should be making this choice as opposed to this choice. Maybe I shouldn't leave right now, even though I know I'm unhappy in a relationship. Don't leave right now. Get yourself together, get your pentacles in order, get your coins in order, save, and then when I'm really sure that I am set and I can be on my own, maybe then I'll leave the relationship. Or bring some more passion into the relationship. Maybe you need to approach the person in a different way that you've been approaching them recently. So I'm just talking about choices. The spirit world will be, I hope I'm explaining this properly, but it's just coming fast. The spirit world will be putting little situations and occurrences in front of you to help you make your decision. Your decision to either leave or to stay in your relationship, to either, you know, to feel like, okay, am I being fulfilled in this relationship? Am I not? Or is it just you putting this in your mind that you're not really happy? You'll get more clarity and the universe will hand these things to you. So look out, be aware, and you will be able to free yourself from any negativity. When I say free yourself from negativity, it doesn't necessarily mean come out of the relationship. It could just mean free yourself from negative behavior in the relationship, free yourself from dealing with that person in a negative way, or free yourself from accepting negative treatment from that person, toxicity, I can't say that word, but toxic behavior, toxic situations in that relationship. You can free yourselves from that. You can go to counseling. You can open up communication in your life, right? You could be more honest with each other. Like, those are the types of things that can free yourself and make you walk away from the negativity that used to plague you in this relationship before. It could mean just walk away from the whole relationship, but it could also mean just walk away or free yourself from negative behaviors or situations or occurrences, habits in the relationship. Okay, but keep your eyes open, because you will be getting little clues and little hints and little gentle nudges from the universe or your loved ones on the other side. For some reason, I feel like it is an ancestor who has passed over, who is going to give you these little nudges and little hints and clues and just encourage you in a gentle and loving way to make empowering choices. Okay, so let's go into the oracle cards here. Yes, this is exactly what I'm feeling. It is for sure someone, an ancestor, someone who has made the transition, who is here and who cares about you and who wants the best for you in all of your relationships. We have this here that says, oh wow, this card here says, follow your dreams. All right, so you need to ask yourself, what do you want out of this relationship? Think about the relationship that you always dream about, that you would love to have in your life when you were a young person. What kind of relationship did you want to be in? How did you always see yourself? Surely we always thought about, when we found that special person in our life, what would our relationship look like? Those are the dreams that you had when you're younger. Those are the dreams you need to follow now. whatever that looks like, because those dreams are different for everybody. This card says, I always trust the direction of the universe and know, oh my goodness, and know that I am being guided. What did I just say? I just said, okay, so maybe it's not an ancestor, maybe it's a guide. Maybe your guide is an ancestor and they are guiding you on the right path. My goodness. And we could even look at this card here, the Eight of Cups, and see that she is walking down a path to the sun, to enlightenment, to clarity. So if you are feeling foggy, if you are uncertain, follow, oh my gosh, the path that you are being guided on, and you will be able to make these empowered decisions regarding not necessarily even relationships, like matters of the heart. It doesn't even have to be a love relationship. It could be also be a friendship. I am very serious about friendships, and I take friendship very seriously. It's not something to be taken lightly. And friendships could cause you just as much mental anguish and turmoil and heartache as a romantic relationship could as well. So this could also pertain to a friend, a very good friend. So we have a card here that says happiness, and it's just an encouraging card to tell you that yes, you deserve happiness once you follow that path that you are being guided on by your ancestors, by your spirit guides. And once you are brave enough and feel confident enough and secure enough to make empowered choices, you will be happy, you will be successful, and you will feel fulfilled. Your cup will feel full. All right, this last card, this next card here, it's not the last card, sorry. It says portal. Doors are opening. You decide. Rewards and wild card. There you go. Doors are opening. You decide. Like we said, choices. Making empowered choices. It comes back to the Emperor here. You could be, I forgot to tell this, but I'm getting Aries vibes here from the Emperor. You could be in a relationship with an Aries. You can be an Aries. Your friends can be an Aries. Or if you leave the relationship, maybe you might meet an Aries. Okay, anyway, so yeah, doors are opening for you, so you just have to be aware. And also on this, why I love these tarot cards is because they have little crystals up in the corner, and those crystals can help you to kind of embody the vibes that come from this card, the energy that comes from this card. So the Emperor is more about making empowering decisions, being logical, strategic, those types of things. And on here, the stone is the red jasper. So maybe if you need to make an empowered decision and you're feeling kind of wishy-washy, hold a red jasper. Keep it with you. Keep it in your pocket, in your wallet, under your pillow when you sleep. That's what I do. I keep my stones under my pillows, and maybe that will help you make get the confidence and the reassuredness to kind of make empowered decisions. We also have, okay, so the card here that says portal, doors opening, you decide, and rewards. So like I said to you, once you make the right decisions for you, there's no right or wrong. It's what's right for you, what's right for your relationship, for your well-being, then the abundance will flow. It says here rewards on this card. I mean, a reward doesn't have to be money. A reward can also be, once you open up communication with the person you're in a relationship with, the reward is that you have a relationship and you have a friend that you can talk to, a friend that you can explain your fears to, or what your anxieties, however you're feeling. You have somebody that you can go to because you've opened up that communication. That's the abundance. That's the reward. So don't get caught up in, rewards meaning just money and whatever else, winning the lottery. I mean, although that's nice, but it doesn't always have to look that way. We also have warrior woman. So this card says warrior woman. It could also be warrior man. Warrior woman or man, have you answered your deepest calling? All right. Have you answered your deepest calling? Are you being you? Are you being your true self in your relationship? Do you know who you are in your relationship? Like, do you look at yourself in the mirror and think, oh my God, why am I doing this? Like, this is not me. Or, are you making empowered choices to show your significant other who you really are? If not, then that's what you need to do. Only then that will be more of an authentic and kind of transparent relationship, and you will thrive. You will both thrive. Okay, this card says, the great joys in life come when we are spontaneous Oh my God. And authentic. Didn't I just say authentic? While engaging in activities we care about. And the great miseries come when too many days stack up, where we are conforming and posing while doing things we have no passion for. I just finished saying that. If you look at yourself in the mirror and you think, oh my God, why am I doing this? Why am I in this relationship where I have nothing in common with this person? We're doing things that I don't even like doing just to say I'm in a relationship. Well, then that's not serving you, right? You're never going to really achieve your highest potential in that relationship. But if you're in a relationship where you feel like you have stuff in common, and you things are not 100%, but at least you have something to go on so you can work on things, then you can see like more of a positive outcome. But they're trying to tell you, don't even waste your time being in a relationship with someone that you have no business being with. All right, let's be real. Okay, this one says, true healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. There you go. Like, this is just, it's all coming together. Give yourself permission to know what you like in a relationship, what sets you off, what you don't like. Also, are you being a trigger for the person in your relationship? Are you just, this is really just trying to tell you to get in touch with who you are, figure out your likes and your dislikes, figure out who you are, who your true authentic self is, and bring it forth into the relationship. And if it still doesn't work, then you know what you need to do, right? This card says meditation for creativity. All right, so that could be a little clue as to how you can go within to kind of get some clarity on how to better your relationship and feel more fulfilled within your relationship. Meditation is a good thing. Like we said, we have these stones here. They're good to have around you when you're meditating. Meditation is also good for like your breathing. It's also good for clearing your chakras, clearing your mind. And the last oracle card we have here is dance. The stone. Oh, we have a lot of stones here. The crystal or the stone that you can, that will resonate with you and help you feel more encouraged to dance is the boulder opal. We have the number 9. 9 for me symbolizes like you're on the way to your 10. You're on the way to success and completion, and you're almost there. You just gotta, tighten up and tweak a few things here and there, but you're almost there. And we have this word here that says rattle. Maybe you got to shake things up in the relationship. You can't let it keep going in this mundane way. If it's a relationship that you think is worth saving, you cannot let it keep going in this mundane day to day, like, okay, this is bothering me, but I'm not going to talk to him about it, or I'm not going to talk to her about it because I don't want to, rock the boat. Maybe you need to. This, and at the top of the card, it says dance. Dance for me makes me think of happiness, makes me think of creativity, makes me think of, okay, so we got creativity here. It's making me think of following your dreams. You got to free yourself up a little bit, get back into what you like to do, who you are as a person. This card talks about your authentic self, to get back to what it is you like, what it is you don't like, what makes you smile, what makes you, get those feelings like, yes, I'm empowered, I'm happy. It makes you sing, it makes dance. Like, you need to get back into that. And once you get back into that with the signs and the help from your ancestors and your guides, you will be able to see clearly enough to realize that if this relationship is for you, if this relationship is not for you, or what you can do to better the relationship that you're in now, or the relationship that you will be in the future. Either way, it seems very promising to me because, once you have your ancestors on your side or your spirit guides nudging you and encouraging you lovingly, you can't fail. So that was your reading, group number 2. I wish you all the best. I hope something resonated with you. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. This reading is for those of you who chose pile number 3, and it is rose quartz. As you can see, so pretty. Rose quartz, those of you who chose this, besides it looking so wonderful and inviting, there's something about this stone that is really inviting though. It makes you want to be close to it. It's And it's a stone about love. If you think about the chakras, those of you who know anything about chakras, I only know a little bit, but from what I do know, the heart chakra is, the color of the heart chakra is either green or pink. And it deals with the heart, matters of the heart and love, and all those gentle, loving things. Like, I give this stone to my children a lot because it's has a gentle energy. And even for myself, when I'm feeling like I need a little bit of, I don't know, a little bit of like gentleness in my life where things are getting too hectic or too hardcore for me, I do hold this stone to kind of comfort myself. And it's just really beautiful. So, okay, we're going to get to your reading. Piles 1 and 2 were pretty interesting. So let's get to your reading. So what we're going to do now is we're going to talk about, the reading is about, messages from your spirit guide or your ancestors or just the spirit world in general. Whoever it is you resonate with, whoever it is you call upon, they are sending you a message that's telling you what's helping you and what's hurting you in your life and what's in your life journey. So first we're going to start with this black card here, and this is the card that is hurting you or hindering you from achieving the success in your life that we all so desire. Okay, so this card is the Hermit card. All right, so the Hermit card here is just telling us that we're talking about solitude. We're talking about being alone. We're talking about not only just being alone, but we're being alone for introspection and being able to kind of see things clearly in our lives. Now, how this could be hindering you is maybe you need to go into hermit mode right now. You need to be by yourself to clear your mind. You need to drown out all of the noise. Maybe you're spending time around people who are too negative, who are kind of polluting your mind with a bunch of nonsense. Maybe you need to kind of fall back and keep to yourself to kind of see more clearly. As you can see, this person in this card here, she's alone and she's elevated. Like, she's not even sitting on the ground. She's up in the air and she's glowing. So the message I'm getting from this card alone is that really and truly, I think you need to kind of separate yourself from a lot of people. Just take stock and look around who you have in your immediate circle, people you spend a lot of time with, and maybe those are the types of people that you kind of have to, distance yourself from, quarantine from them. Do you know what I mean? Because they could be draining you. They could be draining you, or they could be poisoning you, and you probably don't even realize it. Okay, so that's just a quick message that I got from about the Hermit card here for you. All right, so we're going to look at the other cards here, and these are the cards that will help you with those feelings of, or with that situation of maybe being around negative people. Ooh, scary. All right, so we have here the Page of Pentacles. Okay. We have the Nine of Wands. It says, I am strong for as long as I need to be strong. Okay. We have here the Four of Wands. Very nice card. Oh, wow. And the last card we have is the Star. It says, I am inspired and positive about the future. All right, so what I get, there's always seems to be one card in the tarot that goes along with this card. Okay, so the message I'm getting right off the bat is, yes, you do need to kind of get yourself away from negative people who then give you negative thinking, negative habits, negative behaviors, and then you get negative feelings, and then you go back and you hang out with them again, and then they add some more onto you. And so, you need to not be a sponge, and not take their energy and take their bad habits onto yourself. You need to kind of separate yourself from that so that you can see clearly as to what it is you want to achieve in life. Because from what I'm getting here is that sometimes, and this, I don't know, it happens to me too. Sometimes when you hang out with certain people, when you leave, just another thing here. Sorry, this just came to me. I'm feeling like some of you are empathic. Yes. So I can vibe with this because I understand that, you know, sometimes when you go out with certain people, when you come back in, you feel drained, or you feel anxious, or you feel down on yourself, or you feel uncertain. It's like you feel worse after hanging out with them than you did before you hung out with them. And it shouldn't be that way. You're supposed to feel good when you come and hang out from your, you know, with your friends, going out, stuff like that. So I'm getting some empath vibes here. So it feels like, it says here, I'm strong for as long as I need to be strong. It feels to me like when you go out with these people or you're in this person's circle, it's like you are protecting yourself, whether you even know it or not. You are protecting yourself spiritually. You don't even know. And so that's why when you go home, you feel so drained. It says you're strong for as long as you need to be strong. So whenever you're with this person, it's like you're guarding yourself, you're protecting yourself against their maybe negative words, or just their vibe, maybe their energy that they give off is a negative one. And so you protect yourself. You're protecting yourself from them, and you probably don't even realize that's what you're doing. But you are guarding yourself, and that's why when you get home, you feel so drained. Yes. But like from what I see here in the other cards, you have such a bright future. You have such a bright future. You have reason to celebrate in your future. You know, you have answers to your prayers, your dreams right here. So we have like things like the star card. You know, you have hope. It says, I'm inspired and positive about the future. You have hope for the future. If you think about a star that's so far in the sky, it's beautiful. We all wish we could like get to a star, you know. It's something that, it's like your North Star. It's what keeps you pushing forward. You're always reaching and striving for that thing. So I'm getting any type of projects or anything that you want to achieve, maybe a business or something like that you want to start. You will be successful in it, but you need to really get rid of these people in your life, because they could be planting in your head the ideas that, what are you going to do that business for? You're not really cut out for that. No, that's your painting. It's not that great. I've seen better. Your singing voice is a little pitchy. You know, maybe you shouldn't, try the singing career thing. So sometimes we have these friends who tend to give their advice and suggestions when we didn't ask for it, number one. And number two, because it comes from a place of maybe jealousy or inferiority or even envy, right? So we need to kind of separate ourselves from these people. And I'm not saying separate meaning get rid of your friends, all your friends, now immediately, never to have them again. I'm saying now is a time to fall back, to get in touch with yourself, to empower yourself, to strengthen yourself, and to protect yourself, so that when you are in these people's company again, you know how to deal with them. You know them well enough already as it is to kind of know that, okay, what they're going to do next, what they're going to say next. The best way to tell if your friends really care about you and want care about your well-being and have your best interest in mind, tell them some good news. Tell them something really good that's happened to you and watch their reaction. If they react like, oh my God, that's amazing, if they're happier for you than you are for yourself, that's a keeper. But if you tell one of your friends something good happened to you and they're just kind of like, oh, okay, that's great. Anyway, I gotta go now. That's the one you need to watch out for. Man, I'm getting vibes here. I'm getting serious vibes that the people around you that you keep company with are not the greatest, and you need to get away from them because you have such a bright future. Such a bright future for celebration. You are a manifester. You are empathic. You are creative. And it's something you can make money off of, okay? So you want these people to come between you and being successful? You want these people to come in between you and abundance? Absolutely not. So you need to distance yourself from these people, honestly. Like in this Hermit card, this person is by themselves, and they themselves, they're the light. But if you look around them, it's dark. It's dark because you're being surrounded by people with darker energies. And I don't mean evil. Hey, maybe some of them are evil, but no. I'm saying like darker negative energies, okay, who don't necessarily want the best for you. You need to separate yourself because it leeches onto you, and eventually whether you want to or not, especially if you're empathic, you will become like them. So please separate yourself from them to be able to cleanse yourself from their negative energy, purge yourself, detox, do whatever it is you have to do. I'm talking about, this is self-preservation we're talking about. I'm feeling a little urgent. I'm feeling a little panicky right now because I feel like, you know, you need to get away from these people, because we need people like you in this world. You're a star. You are a star. Like, please don't deprive us of your energy, your talents, your message, because somebody or some people around you don't want you to see your greatness. Okay? So let's go into the, enough preaching, sorry. I'm just feeling passionate. This is the oracle cards here now. So this one says, speak your mind. All right, we're talking about empowerment here. Check this out. So speak your mind. So speak your mind, meaning say to the people, listen, I'm going to take a little break for myself. I need to kind of go and decompress. You know what? I'll call you when I'm ready to hang out again. I just need time to kind of be by myself, clear my head. Speak your mind. Let them know what's going on. This one says, my faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. You see that? This card is telling you, it's saying all the negative stuff, trauma, conflict, fear, all these things that these people who you spend time with could be kind of generating within you, whether you know it or not. And sometimes it's so subtle that it just ends up feeling like a huge like unease or something. Or when you go away from, you leave them, you feel like you're really tired or drained. But that's really you getting their energy and getting their vibes, their negative vibes of fear, maybe even their traumas that they've had in their life, they're kind of projecting onto you. But what this card is trying to tell you is that you, yes, you do feel pretty beaten up, but you have the power to turn that around. You just gotta cut those people off. Cut the energy, just slice it, because you don't need it in your life. It is hindering you. This says dreams. We got another dreams card. Okay, this card says dreams. Okay, so, and this goes along with the star card for me. It just feels like, what are your hopes and dreams? What are your wildest dreams? What's something that you want to achieve in your life? Here we see the knight, the page of pentacles, holding this coin, this pentacle, whatever earthly desire you have, you know, whatever it is you want to achieve in life. What do you want to achieve? What are your dreams? Go for it. You need to go for it, but don't let these people hold you back. I love this card, which is the Four of Wands, because from what I can see, I don't know if you can see it because these cards are not the greatest on camera, but you see two wands here and two wands here. It looks like 1111. And I think of a manifester, like a master manifester, and I think that is you. I think you're super gifted, you're super creative, you're passionate, but you are also empathic. And but the good thing is you're a master manifester. So even though you're empathic and you may absorb other people's negativity sometimes, you are a manifester and you can manifest a better life for yourself away from those people. And you'll be able to kind of discern who is good for you and who is not when you just keep to yourself a little bit. Guys, sorry if my voice is raspy. It's because it's when I get tired, my voice gets raspy. So please bear with me. Okay, let me just take a moment. This says double mission, light worker, starseed, serve the world by being you. I just said that. I said you have gifts. You have gifts. Many gifts on top of gifts. Like this group here is my gifted group, that's for sure. Like, and there's no secret that you chose group number 3. Number 3 usually means creativity, right? And it's amazing. Like, my mind is kind of blown here. This group looks like they are really about something. Like, spiritually, you're gifted. Creatively, you're gifted, and you can make money off these things. Like, what? You guys, you shouldn't let these people hold you back from this greatness, because if you deprive yourself, you're depriving us too. All right, so this says awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, and integration. So once you get these energetic upgrades, and you can ask for that, you can ask for energetic upgrades from your spirit guides and those who you resonate with. You can ask them to help you to energetically upgrade to the manifestation, the level, the energy level of manifestations that you want in your life. Energetic upgrades, a new way of being. So you may have to change the way you live your life. The company that you keep, maybe you need to not, like if you always hang out with this group of people at a certain club or a lounge, maybe don't go to that club or lounge. Maybe go to a coffee shop, you know? And so you may have to change the way you live to change the circle of people that you associate with right now. And it says a new way of being, and it says integration. Once you do these things, once you empower yourself and free yourself from that kind of heaviness, then you'll be able to integrate yourself back into a social setting, maybe with new friends this time who are more on your energy level, you know, on the same level as you. Or if you want to even go back to those same friends, then you'll be able to protect yourself a little bit more so you can handle it. When they send you one vibe, you just push it one way. You just pass it, let it get past you. Don't let it sink in and attach itself to you like you've been doing. All right, these cards don't want to, okay. So this one says, without self-mastery, we are slaves to fear, impulse, and conformity. With self-mastery, joy, greatness, and transcendence are ours. There you go, self-mastery. When you get in that hermit mode, baby, and you stay home to yourself and you start meditating and figure out who you are, what you like, what you don't like, what you're good at, what, you know, makes your heart sing, what makes you feel alive, and what you want to pursue in life, man, nobody can touch you. I bet you probably won't even want to go back to that circle of friends because they'll just be on another wavelength for you. Not saying that you're up here and they're down here. I'm just talking about it's a different scene, different vibes, different ambitions. And you probably won't even want to hang out with that group of people. Eventually, you will just end up calling people energetically to you who are on your same wavelength. Beautiful thing. This card says, in any moment I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer, contemplation, and stillness. Let me read that again. In any moment I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer, contemplation, and stillness. Prayer, contemplation, and stillness. So this is something like, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. We talk about the hermit card. A hermit is someone who stays to themselves. Now they're telling you, yeah, you need to stay to yourself. You need to stay home and pray. You need to stay home and think. And you need to stay home and be still and quiet. Meditate. I'm getting meditation. Meditation is very important. It's something that will help you clear your mind to see more clearly. This oracle card says, learn from life. All right, so learning from life, it's let life be your biggest teacher. And you can look and see the people that you were hanging with before. They've taught you quite a few lessons, what you don't want to be, what you don't want to think like, what energies don't, you know, mesh with yours, what you don't want for yourself. Maybe if you think about your future, do you want to be in their same position? Do you still want to be hanging out with these people 10 years from now? Let life and your experiences with this group of people or this person be your greatest teacher. And the last, oh wow, the last oracle card says, I am presence. Okay, the number is 15. And this word says here, cosmos. And the stone, the crystal that can help you with this energy is the celestite. But I'm looking at cosmos here. I'm looking at this card that says dreams. I'm looking at this card. There it is. This card here that says double mission, light worker, star seed. Serve the world by being you. So you are some kind of spirit. You are someone special. And even if you look on the card here, I just finished saying I was getting meditate. The spirits are telling you need to meditate. What do we see in here? We see a person who is meditating, and here are the little chakras. They're opening up their third eye. So, I mean, it's in the cards. this is the end of your reading, but I just want to give a healthy warning or caution. Please be aware of the circle you keep and of your surroundings, and just take a few minutes to think, okay, are these group of people here for my betterment? Are they here to teach me a lesson, or are they here to hold me back? You have so much to offer to this world, and like I often find myself saying, we need more of you at this time. So if you hold yourself back from, achieving greatness, then you hold us back as well. So please give that a thought. That is the message that I got today. Wow, that was a real deep one, and I really like this message. So please take care of your empathic self, protect yourself at all costs, love yourself, and you will achieve greatness. Okay, I hope something I said resonated with you today. Peace and blessings to you all. I wish you the best. And until next time, bye.